This first story is interesting because we're starting to see the rumblings of drivers now. And this is from AP News that is reporting that drivers are protesting Waymo. So drivers for Lyft and Uber are protesting the self-driving Waymo taxis in San Francisco on Friday, last Friday. They were urging state regulators to exercise greater oversight of autonomous vehicles, given recent events in which cars killed pets and blocked traffic. About 24 drivers and supporters spoke or held up signs calling for safer streets and greater accountability outside the offices of the California Public Utilities Commission. A steady stream of Waymo cars drove past the protest, a testament to the growing ubiquity of the white cars in San Francisco. Now, Brian, the reason I think this is so interesting is that this is at least the first time that I'm hearing that drivers are now starting to get visually affected by the Waymo vehicles. Yes, we know people were using them. Yes, they started to grow, but it seems like it's now finally hitting the pockets of drivers.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. We're now seeing that drivers are feeling the burden of these cars on the street. I think it's affecting drivers' bottom line. It's affecting the amount of rides that they're getting, perhaps making it so that they have to work more hours in order to earn what they used to. So it does not surprise me that drivers are starting to protest and starting to demand what they consider to be fair play. Uh, Way back when Uber and Lyft stormed onto the market and displaced taxi drivers. And back then, taxi drivers were protesting Uber and Lyft, saying it's not fair that they're held to different standards. It's not fair that that they don't have the same regulations that we have. And frankly, the taxis were right back then. But we saw what happened where the Uber and Lyft models wiped out the taxi industry. We've had a decade plus of rideshare as we know it. And I think those drivers are now sensing the same fear that the taxi workers way back when faced. So hopefully these drivers can band together to demand fairness, equal playing field for their line of work. Because if they don't, if the regulators don't level this, it is the rideshare driver who's eventually going to be displaced. Whether it's now, a year from now, 10 years from now, eventually it'll happen because the autonomous vehicles are here. They're not going anywhere. And the workers sense that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at they interviewed a driver in the article, and I mean, you could if they didn't say the word autonomous vehicle, you could have plucked this quote from 10, 11, 12 years ago. The quote says, and this is from a driver who drives for both Uber and Lyft. He said, "We have these people, these companies, who are driving around the city, and they don't seem to be held to the same standards as us drivers." I mean, that could be 12 years ago with an interview of a taxi driver talking about Uber drivers, and now
Yeah.
it's the Uber driver talking about autonomous vehicles. So
And what's scary for the worker is a lot of the taxi drivers way back when they became Uber and Lyft drivers. They adapted. But with this technology, there's not a place for the driver. So once Waymo takes over, once autonomous vehicles are the primary source of transportation for rideshare, the rideshare driver goes away. There's not another place for them to go. So it is really do or die. And I think it's important that drivers are getting their voices out there now because they're going to be sorry if they don't try to demand regulation, level playing field, and their jobs go away. Now is the time. Rise up if this is something that you believe in. If regulation is something that you demand, tell the regulators. Raise your voice up, stand on the streets. I think that these drivers are doing exactly what they need to do to try to survive.